The show we're doing is The Little Shop of Horrors.
The title of the show is Little Shop of Horrors.
I am in the show Little Shop of Horrors.
We are doing Little Shop of Horrors.
The title is Little Shop of Horrors.
Little Shop of Horrors, it's such a fan favorite. It's a very popular movie from many years ago, and it's a comedy. It's a family-friendly show that's about, it's about love and a lot of the very popular musical theater themes, but it has some twists in it along the way.
And the show is about a young man who's been cheated out of happiness his whole life, and he finally finds a way in which he can get everything he really deserves, but in order to do that, he has to do things that are truly evil.
This guy who works in a flower shop in a really rundown part of town, his name is Seymour Krelborn. The owner of the shop kind of took him off the streets when he was a child, but doesn't treat him super well. He finds this exotic plant that he names after the girl he likes in the store, Audrey.
After a while, figures out it's not growing, and he accidentally cuts his thumb, and he figures out, oh, it needs blood to live. Okay, just don't go making a habit out of it. And it gets bigger and bigger, and all one day it just goes, feed me.
And then it starts talking to him, convincing him he needs to keep feeding it blood, to start killing people to feed it blood.
He finally, has to make some big decisions on whether he should keep feeding it or to just get rid of it. And so it is about greed and just how far you should go.
This was the first season I got to choose our youth theater shows for the season. And this is the first one of our third season at SkyPack. It's just always been one of my favorites. And as a director, I think I lean towards shows I wouldn't really have much of a part. Like I would never be cast in this show, I don't think, as a performer.
In this show in particular, I've seen my children are being pushed to be more than they've been in the past. I've seen their work ethic increase. I've seen them challenged in their vocals and in just creating characters, and I've loved seeing them just develop in a skill that they have a great passion for.
I think there's so many dimensions that it's a benefit. I mean, it certainly benefits the young people in becoming a well-rounded person with experience that's comfortable to take on life and anything that life shows it. But it also adds a richness to the quality of life in our community, and I think it helps with educational pursuits as well. So I think it's a pretty broad benefits with SkyPack and the arts in our community. We're very fortunate to have it.
I grew up here. I grew up in Bowling Green, and this theater changed my life. When I was 12 years old, I was in, when I was 8 years old, I was in my very first musical, The King and I, with Fountain Square Players, and it was in this building, and so it's kind of all come full circle. And all through high school, I did, community theater and things like that. It molded the person I am. It affected the education path I took. I, majored in the performing arts, and now my career is in the performing arts. So, it had a huge impact on me, and I just know that it won't make all of these kids professional actors or professional singers, but it'll change the way they communicate. It will make them better at just about everything they do.
I've been acting since I was about 6 years old, so I love to do anything that I can do in local theater.
I've been doing theater as long as I could, and it's what I want to pursue as a career. This is just another part of my training and preparation, and I think this one has really helped me progress as an actress.
Audrey's kind of been one of my dream roles. I really like how innocent she is and how she kind of just doesn't think that she can get out of any of this, but she really could if she wanted to, and I feel like it's really interesting for me because I'm the total opposite.
Seymour's a really deep character, so I've really had to think a lot, think about myself and how to apply myself to the character. And I feel like I've kind of learned, okay, well, I can do this and I can do that, and that'll help.
I've never just done voice work before. It's liberating, but also constraining in ways that I've never experienced before.
I'm in a trio, and we're 3 separate personalities, but we have to have this group dynamic. We go everywhere together. We're like the 3 narrators of the story in a way. And I've learned to feed off their energies and work with them, and I think that's really helped me as an actress, because not only can I be my own character, but I've now learned how to better interact with other characters.
Well, I think the main thing is to buy tickets and invite your friends to buy tickets to attend the SkyPack shows. They have a great variety of different shows during the year, but there are also opportunities to be donors to help support SkyPack and support the operations of SkyPack. Because not only do they do the performances, but they also do a lot of youth development like you see here today.
everything has come together to make this a wonderful experience. This is probably the best cast I've ever worked with. I know it sounds really cliche, but we are like a family. I love all my cast members. We've hung out outside of the show. I think they will continue to be a big part of my life, even past this show, and I would work with all of them again in a heartbeat.
Come see Little Shop of Horrors, September 26th and 27th at 7:30 p.m. and on Sunday, September 28th at 3 o'clock p.m. at the Capitol Arts Center.
We don't just entertain, we change lives. Find out how you can get involved at theskypack.com.